We've been hearing stories about lawful permanent residents not being allowed back into the country. They've been questioned, they've been harassed. So I've been getting a lot of questions about lawful permanent residents traveling and in what instances they should be careful. So let's dive right into the topic. Like all international travelers, lawful permanent residents, also known as green card holders, are subject to inspection at the US at CBP when arriving at the airport. But generally, we see that lawful permanent residents are not questioned as long as they remained outside the country for less than a year, as long as they have not abandoned their status. Not many questions are asked for lawful permanent residents. And it's very rare that lawful permanent residents are not allowed back into the country or are put into removal proceedings. And we generally see that LPRs enjoy greater rights than non immigrants. And before this, we've never seen LPRs being worried about their status. Let's see what has changed under the present administration. So, under the present administration, we've seen that LPRs or green card holders are being scrutinized at the port of entry more than they used to be. So, let's see what happens at the port of entry. An LPR will be screened at the port of entry either as an arriving alien or as a returning resident. And the officer at the port of entry will decide whether they're going to screen them as a returning resident or an arriving alien. If they're processed as a returning resident, then it's very quick. The processing is very smooth. They ask maybe a few questions. How long have you been out of the country? Which countries have you traveled to? Are you bringing any goods into the country, etc., etc.? And then they, I'll usually allow them back in. However, if CBP decides that that person is an arriving alien instead of a returning resident, then they might scrutinize them further and they might ask more questions.